Hi everyone, my name is Minkat. I'm 8 years old. I come from Taiwan City, and now I'm going to talk about asthma. So, what is asthma? Well, asthma is a chronic disease that can make the tubes that you use to bring oxygen to your lungs, to your blood, get narrowed. Also, it makes you have a hard time breathing. Now let's go to the symptoms and the difficulties that you might face during an asthma attack. First is that you might feel tightness in your chest. Then there will be some wheezing and a persistent cough that can last for days, even weeks. And it is very worse at night and early in the morning. After that, you could buy an inhaler or a nebulizer so that it could decrease the chances of you have to go to the hospital. So now let's move on to the next part, which is the cures. Well, there are lots of cures and how to use it. You could use an inhaler, you could use a nebulizer, or you could live a healthy lifestyle, or stay away from snakes. Stay away from snakes. Smoke. Why do I always say snakes? Harmful particles or anything that can make something that is harmful. And the next is some medicines that you might need to use. The first one is corticosteroids or ICS. Some of them are fluticastor, budesonide, memtasar, biclomi, ciclesonide, and more. Sometimes you also need to make inhalers paired with LABA. So here are some inhaler medicines that you might know. Adrier, Sinsicort, or Brio. Sometimes you also need Lecotrine. Some of them are Symlizer, Zafir Quast. And now we're going to go to the biologistics, which is pretty long. So I won't say it, but you could search on the internet and know what it is. So here, I'm just going to say more about asthma, okay? Asthma is a chronic disease that is not transmittable like a flu. It can occur when there's an asthma attack. But sometimes it can occur when you're too close to smoke from a campfire or to something that just makes smoke. If you are a person who is an adult and actually like vaping or smoking, well, you need to quit it now because people like that have a higher chance to have it. Here's also a special thing that you might know. Did you know that if the parents, the dad and the mom have asthma, then the son is likely to have asthma too. If it's a son or a daughter, I don't know. So yeah, you might know about the symptoms of asthma, right? So here's one thing that you might know too. If you are a person that just got asthma, you can feel it wearing off every 1 to 2 years. But when it already ended, the symptoms will go back when it reaches about, you reach about 60 or 70 years old maybe, symptoms get back. Usually you will feel a tightness in your chest, but some people say that it feels like the tubes that bring air from outside to your lungs feel like there's a cluster of cotton or anything that's clogging the air from going in. And that cotton is soaked in water, so it's very strong. It's like that. That's the feeling of it. Also, for the tightness of the chest, they feel it very, very uncomfortable. And also, some people might say that an asthma attack, they often use an nebulizer or inhaler, but it never works. Some people say that. So after we say that, now I'm going to talk to you about all of the facts that you might need to know about asthma. 1. Did you know that every year a total of 450 million people, every year, okay, 450 million people get diagnosed with asthma, and 1/2 of them get treated and then they don't have asthma anymore. Also, in the whole of USA, 8 in 100 people have asthma. So if you're a person that is in a bar watching this video or at somewhere that has a lot of people, there is a chance that there could be a person that has asthma that is near you. You already know that asthma is very, very deadly. Sometimes it can kill. So, how does it kill? Well, first, it could kill because of the lack of medicine that can be used to cure it, but sometimes it could be natural. Here, first you might feel coughing, wheezing, something like that. But then, at a span of a few weeks or a few days, without using a nebulizer or asthma or an inhaler, that asthma gets stronger and stronger until you can't bear it, and then sometimes your body can't hold it, you die. So, you just heard how I told you about that. That's almost all for today. Now I'm going to talk more about asthma. Here, asthma, I'm going to tell more about the feeling of it. The asthma usually feels like there's someone pounding your chest, or a very, very heavy weight, like about 200 pounds. It's on your chest. You can't breathe as normally. You always cough, you wheeze, you always look like you're going to die. So, if you already heard that, then that's all for today. I hope you all have a nice day today after watching my video. See you all later, and I hope you all have a good day. Goodbye.